The root of the word evaluate is simply value. This is because evaluations are supposed to give the value of something by giving point-by-point details and then concluding by counting the successes and the failures. In order to determine what's a success and what's a failure, the evaluation must have criteria by which to judge something. The word criterion is related to the word critic. Both of them ultimately derive from the Greek word krinen, meaning to judge. As such, a critic is someone who passes judgment, critical relates to judgments, and a criterion is a standard on which a judgment may be based. The plural of one criterion is two criteria. In other words, in order to properly evaluate something, that is, put a value on something, you must determine what points you're going to judge it by. After your introduction, which lays out the criteria you'll be using to make your judgment, you'll want to dedicate a section or two to discussing the background of what you'll be evaluating. After that, you'll want to choose one of two different structures. Either you can apply all your criteria at once to a single example of what you'll be discussing, and then repeat the process until you run out of examples to discuss. Or, you can apply one criterion to every example you have, and repeat the process until you run out of criteria. Finally, you'll conclude by adding up all the successes and failures. That is, how many of the examples you used satisfied the criteria and how many failed. If there are more successes than failures, then you can evaluate, put a value on it, by saying it's an overall success. If there are more failures than successes, you can conclude by saying what you're looking at is an overall failure. And if your evaluation is comparing one thing to another, you can count which one has more successes than the other. Based on that, you might additionally add comments on how people should react to your findings. As always, if you have questions, you can feel free to email me at cadam@ucla.edu, or you can stop in my office in Humanities 218. My office hours are listed on the syllabus. And during the same time, if you prefer, you can see me during my virtual office hours on Skype. My Skype handle is christopher.charles.adam. I look forward to talking to you soon. Have a great week.